Run.
Hi, I'm Shanakit from Just Do It Thailand. สวัสดีครับ How you doing?
Great background. Really good. Nice to talk to you.
First of all, I'm so fucking excited for this movie. Seeing you, my favorite director, making a new alien movie is more than a dream come true.
Thank you so much.
Welcome to the Romulus space station. We hope you enjoy your time with us.
Before you making this film, what's the best piece of advice from Ridley Scott that gave you?
Ridley, at the very, very beginning, when we started talking about the movie, he said, one of the things he said, it really stayed with me when writing the script, he was that I should never underestimate the audience, never dumb down, always elevate, he said. And, usually a lot of producers and studios sometimes actually want you to dumb it down. They want you to simplify. They want you to make it as easy as possible for the audience. But that's when movies end up being boring and predictable and simple. And so I think he was always there to support the idea of elevating the story and make sure we never underestimate the audience.
What the hell is this?
I don't know.
So from Evil Dead to Alien, how do you make your own stamp on the franchise that has been around for decades?
I think it's all about coming up with a great story, right? That's really what movies are about. There's no movie without a great tale, a great fable, a great story. My movies, I always try to do that. Some of them might look simple, but believe me, there's a lot of thinking behind the story to try to make it a powerful fable that stays with you. And there's always, I always try to have a big theme behind them. So the same thing here. I wanted to make a movie that didn't depend on you being scared of the creature or being, intrigued about what the thing is, when most likely you already know what it is. So what we needed was great characters and a great story to tell about them that will make you want to watch till the last second, of the film to see what happens with them. So that was the whole key here, to tell a great tale.
You want to break in and steal highly regulated equipment.
Fucking thing's hunting us.
So this make me wonder, when you have to pitch this project to the studio, how did you sell them? What's your line?
Well, yeah, it was a lot of it. I think had to do with probably this whole concept of approaching from younger group of characters, inspired by a scene on the extended version of Aliens, where you see a bunch of kids in a colony, and I thought, wow, what would it be for those kids to grow up to be teenagers, and then the early 20s. Living in a place that has no future for them, and I knew those kids were going to want to leave that place at some point. So I thought I was fascinated to find a group of punks kids in a planet like that just don't care about the place, just want to leave and find their own future and their own life. And I thought that talks to most people in the world, and most of us are never born in the place where we go I'm so lucky I was born in this town, right? Most people go, oh, I wish I could go somewhere else. So I thought it was a story. It was characters that were going to connect with everybody right away. So I think that was the key of it. And at the center of it is the relationship between the character of Kaylee Spaney, Rain, and her surrogate brother, the person that she grew up with all her life, which is a synthetic that is called Andy. And that it kind of talks a little bit about our love-hate relationship with technology and AI these days. A lot of the story has to do with that relationship, what's going to keep you watching till the end. And that's what Ridley connected with at the very beginning of this whole process.
Is this really where you want to spend the rest of your life?
You know I don't.
And this is our only ticket out of here.
Whatever comes, we'll face it together.
Speaking about technology, we're living in the age that CGI can create anything, but why it can't replace the aesthetic of old school practical effects?
I think it can. I mean, if you've seen some of the footage of this movie, I'm sure you agree that nothing beats the real thing. I mean, CG can look beautiful and fascinating sometimes, and for certain movies, you definitely need it. But I think for horror and tension and thriller, I think nothing beats the real thing. And also for me, as an experience of making the movie, to see the things, to see the sets, for the actors to have something in front of them, to have a real face hugger in their face, it's just, there's nothing, you couldn't even do it in CG. Even if you want to do it CG, you couldn't. You know, once we have creatures jumping out of the water and it's just a nightmare to make it CG. So I made sure to write a story that there was no way to do it CG for most part of it. And then we have some CG when we need to have it, but I think it's a beautiful combination of the new and the classic techniques that create something modern and that feels like, that hopefully looks like nothing else.
There's something in the water.
What do you mean there's something in the
No,
water?
there's just something in the fucking water.
I'd love to know more about the editing process. How did you find the right perfect runtime for this kind of film?
I think for me, it's like, you know, I depends on the movie, but you wanna, I think Aliens is a good running time, and Aliens about almost very similar to this, about 2 hours long. I think also because I knew that the first hour was gonna be a slow burn, like the original film. Like you need time to spend with the characters and get to know them and love them and root for them. And then when you really when things start to get fucking crazy, you want to make sure that you still have an hour of that. And my movies usually, you know, what I'm trying to get you is really at the edge of your seat and give you an intense experience that you walk out of there, you know, with palpitations going like, God damn it, what was that? And that's what this movie does. 2 hours is I think is the perfect running time for this film. So hopefully you agree when you watch it.
This place gives me the creeps.
Stay quiet.
Change of plans.
Alright, that's it for me today. I believe in you, Fede. You're my favorite director ever. I'm so happy to see
Thank
you.
you so much.
Okay, in the name of Thai fan, we love you. Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Thank you.
ถ้าคุณรักหนังสยองก็อย่าลืมกดซับกดแชร์กดไลค์และกดปุ่มแจ้งเตือนเอาไว้เพื่อไม่ให้พลาดหลากคอนเทนต์สุดเอ็กซ์คลูซีฟเจาะลึกถึงหนังชวนผวากว่าใครที่เดียวที่จอดอ Just Do It พิมพ์จารีตภาษาอังกฤษส่วนดูภาษาไทย